So hello everyone, my name is Phoebe Farber and I'm the founder and CEO of Prospective and a senior at Northeastern University. So last year as I was applying to entry-level corporate jobs, I saw some white spaces in HR for both parties, for the applicants and for the employers. So I saw that applicants, especially my peers, were filling out redundant applications and that employers are wasting countless hours and thousands of dollars trying to pull meaning out of those resumes and applications, and that wasn't really there yet because we didn't have work experience. So as a result of the white spaces we saw in the hiring industry, we developed a common job application. So the common job application has three main components. The first being the actual application itself. So that has 10 sections and acts as a digital semi-structured pre-interview. Next we have the references section where applicants can shoot out free emails and their references can build or only be built. And lastly there's a culture fit component, which is partly ourselves and partly through a partnership with the company that we're working with. So we can be used by companies, job boards, or be a standalone site. And we can exist within a portal, like I said, so we can be embedded as an API. So employers are given access to a dashboard that I'll show you in a few minutes, and they can kind of rank applicants based on their objective factors. And then from there, when they realize who are the most viable candidates, they can go and learn a lot more about them. So let me show you this screenshot. So here's a sample of a resume. That's a quote from Here's Truly. It basically explains that resumes only show work experience and education, and that's not really representative of what we, especially as college graduates, want to do with their lives, are skilled in, or interested in. So that's where we came from. So hiring processes are outdated, expensive, time-consuming. The HR industry is very set in their ways. You basically submit a resume no matter where you go. So we're trying to kind of expand upon that and evolve. So our solution, like I said, this is a sample report, which is evolving every day. So we have the application, references, and culture fit component. We're actually working with two different companies as third-party vendors. One is Smarterer. So what they do skill set assessments. So you can actually take tests based on your skills and get a score of 1 through 800. They're Boston-based. And then for the culture fit component, we don't have the validity because we're not psychologists, so we're working with Round Peg out in California. And among other things, they can rank you 1 to 100 based on several components of company culture, so we can actually get an objective score for that. This is just a quick slide talking about trends in talent acquisition and how we actually fit into them. So there's a number of different ways that we touch how the industry is evolving. I don't have time for that. So this is the back end of the applicant. You go and you maintain your form. Like I said, this is evolving very quickly. You can track your submitted applications like a package. I can show you a sample of that soon. And then you can browse companies that will give you recommended jobs. So since we look at you more deeply, we don't parse out your resume like an ATS might, applicant tracking system. We can actually try and base you on a deeper level and suggest where you might work, rather than just looking at the industry you're looking at and your zip code. So this is a sample backend for an employer. They create their own culture fit report, like I said, part us, part Round Peg. So then they would kind of very simply look at the jobs they have and then go within a single job. And from there, we're adding a few different sections you can rank by, but you basically say, I need something, the bachelor's degree in any of these 3 majors, and then most people they rise up. I need someone with 2 years of work experience as people rise up. So out of a pool, you see who's qualified. And then from there, the application has 10 sections. You actually check off the sections you're interested in. So you kind of get to tailor your experience while maintaining, we maintain a standard offering. And they can also add supplemental questions because obviously we might not cover absolutely everything. So over here you can see all the documents are pulled out separately, so they're easily accessible. LinkedIn profile, and you can create notes. So if you reject someone, we will send them a message you pre-approved, so they are not just sitting and waiting. So this is the company profile page. This is one of our first companies. So they kind of fill out the profile when you create this page for them, and almost if you've seen, a VC site where they have their different icons of portfolio companies. It's similar to what our site looks like. So you click into this, you get to learn more about them, if they're formal, if they have mentorship programs, things like that, and get to know them better before you apply. Their applications are listed there. Our business model, like 30 seconds, but really quick, it's a B2B model, so the applicant is not charged, the company is. Similar to how ATSs work, kind of how job boards work, so it's a monthly fee, probably between $250 and $500 higher for enterprises, but we're targeting SMBs to begin with, as well as funded startups who are hiring. And lastly, this is the team. It is myself, Nicholas, and Nancy are my wonderful developers working for Equity right now, and Nathaniel is a student at Maryland Institute College of Art, and he is a student. That's it. So does anyone have any questions? Yes.
You said that hiring technologies are outdated and expensive.
Yes.
My sort of concern is when technology hires people rather than people hiring people. How is the hiring process outdated, and how would you respond to the question of people hiring people?
Yeah, see, I know what you're speaking about. I'm not interested in recruitment process outsourcing. So I'm not interested in saying you should hire this person because I say so. We're more interested in saying that you're looking for specific things in an applicant, and we're going to help you find those things. So when we're looking at education level and experience and hard things that you were going to look for anyway in a resume. So we're pulling those out more quickly. And then once you've got to that point, you're not stuck with a resume. You actually have a full application you can go and look at. So it's kind of like a pre-interview, you just get more information. So we're not saying you should hire this person. We're just helping you along. Anyone else? Yes?
It sounded like you developed this system based on your own experience of being frustrated as a student applying for jobs. Are you finding that this is especially helpful for students?
I am. We actually are launching the beta very soon, but I've obviously done a lot of research on my campus as well as we're reaching out to other Boston schools. So yes, everyone, obviously, it's my generation, we're one of the first waves to go to an app, and we loved it. I mean, before that, it was paper applications to each university, which was miserable, and then it was digital to each university. So creating a central application to shoot it out everywhere is wonderful, and a lot of people have appreciated that. And especially since we've grown up with that terminology and that in place, we're probably going to, I expect to see some traction, start to see it be exciting, especially if they could do one application, send it everywhere, which is our ultimate goal. Yes.
So if you could, I just graduated college myself, so I had some some experience with especially the LinkedIn application process. So LinkedIn is trying to do something fairly similar where you can actually have the references, you can have a application.
Yes.
I was wondering if you could expand a bit on the differences with LinkedIn and also how, because I see you're integrating LinkedIn as well.
Oh, just the LinkedIn so personal. Yeah, so we've actually spoken with LinkedIn as a third party to integrate with their hiring solutions, mostly so you as an applicant could fill out and attach to your profile, and when a recruiter paid that $300 whatever, they get to see that as part of their subscription. So we're different because LinkedIn is now targeting college students. They have a college pilot program. They are trying to build up their numbers, so not all of my peers, and probably not all your peers, had LinkedIn's. So that's one thing. And then also LinkedIn looks at passive people, so people who are in great jobs and already making $100K a year. Recruiters go look for them. They don't go look for college kids on LinkedIn as much, but they are trying to build up their college platform. But I would love to work with them instead of yes.
One question. So how about if you're looking for jobs that is of two different nature? Let's say I have amazing babysitting skill and then also I can fix a computer. When I go to your site and apply for your job, do the employers only see the relevant experience, or it's like, because I think what you're trying to do is to eliminate writing a completely different resumes, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to show the person as a whole instead of letting you identify yourself in different ways to different people.
So the employer, let's say the computer, the one who's hiring me for the computer fixing problems, they won't see my babysitting experience per se.
They'll see everything.
They will see everything.
So if you're applying, you can apply to whomever you'd like. People are searching for you, they're searching just for a number of years of experience and level of education and what you're looking for. We're trying to refine that. We definitely have.
Okay.
One question? Yes.
Can you talk a little more about how candidates can find companies?
So like I said, we're having all the companies create their own company page. If we get more monthly, then we'll have to find a way we can search to do that. But the page, I will go back quickly. If you look at influencers app right here. So I mean, you kind of go through there. We already have, as we get more people, right now we have 2 weeks. So we're going to try and find ways where you can search through them. Search by, if you see over here, the industry they're in, the location, the size, and probably what you start searching by. And then we'll kind of build out from there with the culture fit to say, I want someone with a mentorship program or who's very formal and casual.